Hi, this is Lois DeWitt. I hope you saw my video on making little Swedish coffee cakes, the recipe from my Pop It in the Toaster Oven cookbook. If you haven't, I would say give a look. It's a wonderful recipe. We're down to the last little piece of coffee cake right here. Soon it will be gone. But the ingredients live on. When I was making this recipe, I took a picture of the assemblage of ingredients. It's a fairly bland, quite Swedish assemblage of flour, egg, some ground nuts, and a lot of very white ingredients. But I thought that the assemblage was interesting because of the tonality, all the white dishes and the very, very white ingredients. So I thought I would take this photo and do a drawing of it today. But I'm going to do a drawing in pen and ink using this rollerball type pen, so that I'll be dealing with a situation that is mainly black and white. So what I'm going to do is dramatize this very, very bland, pale composition and make it dramatic black and white. Now what I've done here in my sketchbook is I've ruled out a page on my sketchbook and masking taped the size. I have mats this size, so if this turns out, I'd have the option of matting it. Then here is the photo I'm going to be working with. And what I'll do first is I'll draw all of the objects in the photo with my drawing pencil, which is a 6B, and then I have an eraser, so I will take a lot of the lines out just so I have a faint map of the objects, and then I'll go into it with pen and ink. So now I'm starting to draw the objects. You can see there's a lot of ellipses here. It's the little measuring cups. When you're drawing an ellipse, it's easier actually to use your whole arm for the shape. I think it just records the elliptical shape easier. All right, that's pretty much the composition right there. I've drawn all of the objects and taken out a lot of line just so I have a basic map of the location of these objects, so I can now go in with my pen. Have to keep in mind that with pen and ink, what you put down pretty much is down. You can't really erase it. That's why I think it's good to do a drawing first. Basically, I am outlining everything first. So now I have everything outlined with the pen, and now I'm going to take all of the pencil lines out, so I just have the pen line. Now I can start. What I'm going to do is start with dark areas like shadows. Obviously, you can see in the photo that there aren't a lot of shadows, so I'm going to have to play with that and manufacture a lot of lights and darks. And this is where it starts getting fun, actually, because I can start playing the lights and darks against each other to create a very dramatic composition. I'm just making up these shadows as I go, filling in, looking closely to see how the black and white go together. So you can see now how the black and white is working, and I'm just going to continue playing with the shadows to see what kind of design and dramatic effect I can come up with. Now I'm just adding some reflection effects. This is fun. It gets almost sort of like a checkerboard, playing these light areas against the dark areas. And again, I don't really see these. They're not in the photograph. It's just something that I'm playing with, and it's just right off the top of my head. Just about done. Okay, so there's my finished drawing. This was a lot of fun, and you can do this. It is quite a departure from the original photograph, as you can see, and all I did was just play with the blacks and whites. And that's something that you can do. Just work right off the top of your head. You can start with a line drawing, working from a photograph or just from your imagination, and then just slowly fill in black areas. And you can come up with some really great effects.